Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. So today I'm going to bring to you another one of the teams using Helicath. Like, you know, he's the talk of the town right now. Everybody's trying to use him in whatever and different types of teams they can. Everybody's trying to get as high up with the damage as they possibly can. So today I thought about, okay, let me try and think and use, you know, different types of champion and in a slower way to say so. You know, I'm using the slow Helicath team where he goes at a 4-3 ratio and everybody else goes at a 1-to-1 ratio with the clan boss. What does that mean? That means that because of us doing that, Helicath would always keep the block damage for both the AoEs on, and at the same time he will be the one that will be putting the shield for the stun to tank the stun damage. At the same time, the speed tune that I'm going to show today, it's the same speed tune that I'm using on my free-to-play. If you follow along with my free-to-play series, it's the same speed tune I'm using for that. Just I'm using different champions. You know, it's gonna be legendary champions in there. However, they were part of fusions before. And at the same time, you know, they're defensive based. So I'm kind of trying to show the fact that, you know, using a defensive based DPSs can actually work. And at the same time, I'm not using ally attack or counter-attack champions. You know, usually that's how you do the higher damage. So in order to get it to, you know, that 3 key, 2 key, 1 key ultra nightmare, usually you want to either be 2-to-1 ratio, you know, you want your team to go 2 times for every 1 time the clan boss goes, or you're bringing those ally attacks in there, those counter-attacks, or champions like Vizier that extends the debuffs and keeps them on the clan boss for the whole time. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna play to you guys the run to show you what team I used and how it actually went, and then I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna show you the preset, and I'm gonna show you the builds and discuss, you know, what other options you can use for this type of team to, you know, get close to the damage that you actually want. So see you in a bit, guys. And I am back, guys. So look at this, 39.02 million damage. This means that if we use 2 keys, this one gets to what, 78 million, which is easy 2 key ultra nightmare. So, you know, you can do it. You don't need to have the ally attacks, you don't need to have the counter attacks. And like I said, the way that I build my teams is, you know, I try to put the defensive ones. Like I said, Resin is defensive DPS, Tatura is a defensive DPS, Ironbrug is a defensive DPS, and obviously Frozen Banshee is in here for the poisons. If you don't have Frozen Banshee, you can always bring some other people like you know, a cold brawler. Funny enough, I was trying to look for a cold brawler. I forgot to keep one on my account, so I need to get one sometime soon. or there's like, I don't know, Narma the Returned, or you know, any other poison champion that can help you in there. Or if not, get toxic, get somebody in a toxic set to make this one work. At the same time, one thing that I didn't mention is this team, because of Tatura, is affinity friendly. So basically this team can go on Spirit. As you saw, we faced Spirit and we had no issue, we stayed in sync. The only one little caveat that I want to mention, and I noticed here like on my runs, but I was fine because of affinity, is because of Tatura's A3 also placing shields, you have to be careful who the person that takes the stun is. So for example, if it wasn't Spirit and it was another affinity, because Tatura is the next one in the turn order and I don't have stat fast on him, her, it, whatever, Tatura would be getting the stun. So in order to fix that, it's pretty simple. Just push Tatura backward a little bit more and job done. Because Tatura would be the only one that does not have the shield sometimes on the stun. So keep that in mind if you want to test it out for yourselves. At the same time, another quick fix that you could do for this team is, for example, in the resin spot, you could drop resin and bringing somebody like a Thylesia. That fix would work really nice alongside the Frozen Banshee, because Thylesia, as shown on my free-to-play again, has decreased defense and has debuff extension. So by bringing Thylesia, you would extend the Frozen Banshee's poison sensitivity, so you could do more poisons in the, you know, in the fight and keep the debuff bar full almost like at all time. Because that's, at the end of the day, that's what you want. You know, if you're going slow, you're trying to keep as many debuffs to do as much damage as you can actually do, and at the same time, just get a little bit more accuracy on Helicath to make sure that he lands the weaken. So let me go and show you the builds that I have on these champions. So first of all, resin, I put him, this is one thing that I didn't put on everybody, but that's something that can be helpful, is getting every single one of the champions that you see that takes damage and doesn't heal back, getting them either one immortal set on them so they heal back up, or get them like in lifesteal if you have good lifesteal set. Reason why I'm saying that is because of this mastery that I didn't change right now on resin, but normally you would want to have Heart of Glory, because you have block damage, you do not take any damage, therefore you will be with full HP at all time if you have, like I said, immortal or lifesteal on your champions. Therefore you will do 5% more damage, which, you know, over 50 turns, that scales up quite a lot. So resin is one of the 170, he's at 177 speed, 100% crit rate, decent defense, decent crit damage, and the accuracy to land his debuffs. And like I said, masteries, he's like offense and defense. Offense, he's with Giant Slayer for, you know, that extra damage in there. And you know, in here you can go support, or at the same time you could go Master Hexer if you want to extend the debuffs. For this type of team, support tree would be better, but you know, I didn't want to reset it for now for him. I'm just leaving it like that. Because I didn't try to min-max, I didn't try to, you know, use the best things on them. I'm trying to make it as relatable as possible, honestly, even though I know I'm using 4 legendaries, but you know, those are the first ones that came into my mind, and you know, they're defense based, and you know, we get more damage from Helicath's increased defense and from Iron Brago's increased defense at the same time. So you know, I try to use something like that. Helicath, he's at 246 speed. He needs to be between 246 and 248. 100% crit rate, decent defense, decent crit damage. So see, he's 4.3k defense. I could have made him like 5k defense or 6k, you know, even better. But you know, I just try and kept him like whatever gear I had, even though it's like lots of pieces are maxed. I built them with the optimizer using just gear that was already maxed and nobody else was wearing it. So you know, let's say I used the leftover gear, so I didn't use my best gear on my account since this is my main account. Masteries for him are offense 3. And then I went to support tree because I definitely wanted to get steadfast, as even though we are covered for other builds that I'm gonna show for him, because I'm gonna make more videos, you want to have steadfast on him so he does not take the stun, because if he takes the stun, obviously everything falls out of sync. At the same time, I took shield bearer to have bigger shields and lasting gifts, because you know, increasing that defense will help, and the shield for like other areas of the game. And then Master Hexer in case I'm gonna build it with some accuracy for the weekend. Okay, then next one is Tatura. Tatura is the 174, 175 in my case. I built Tatura just to do damage. I don't care about accuracy, nothing else. Tatura can actually smack, and that's why I built him like that. The A3 of Tatura is the second hardest hitting defensive AoE in the game. The first one is Soulless is A3, and then second one is Tatura. Like, Tatura can actually smack. Then I have a lethal, like I said, it's random. I didn't choose to go lethal on purpose. Like I said, I just put whatever I have gear left over just to hit the stats and give me damage, and this is what I got. Again, masteries, offensive, and support. The reason why I took support is because I'm gonna use again Tatura later on for some content in Doom Tower, so I try to be efficient with that. Like the support sheet doesn't help me at all for this team, but if I went defense, for example, I could get more defense. But you know, like I said, I didn't try to make it perfect because otherwise it seems like, you know, not everybody can do it, so I'm trying to show that it can actually be done. Iron Brago is in like random pieces, and one revenge thing. Another little heads up, guys, if you have revenge accessories that you see work, or even if they don't work, but you can put revenge rings on people, apart from Helicath, that has a passive that counterattacks every time somebody has block damage gets attacked. Everybody else could counterattack if you just get them revenge pieces. Like I see, I have on Iron Brago, I have on Frozen Banshee, and that's about it. Everybody else I didn't stress. Yeah, I just saw now. I even have a level 8 ring on Tatura, so you know, I hope this looks relatable. But yeah, Iron Brago is a random pieces. He's the 179. Like this one is 177, 178, 179. They have like little bit of leeway. Don't go too much up, don't go too much down. Always check it in the calculator if you have to. I will just link it at the end because I have the, let me see, I have the team. Yeah, so basically I put my speeds over here, so I can just copy this one. I'm just gonna copy the link and I'm gonna post it in the description and in the pinned comment for you guys if you want to check it out. You know, if you're gonna use the same builds, just change the champion and, you know, make sure you check for a lot of steals for speed sets and all of that, because otherwise it can fail, you know. So yeah, this is Iron Brago, again, just built for damage. I didn't build him with any accuracy. Maybe I should have built him, you know, in case we're gonna use it for other areas of the game. And masteries, again, is not even full masteries, but same principle, War Master, and then going down the support tree for other areas of the game. And then there's Frozen Banshee with, again, offense and support. You want support on her because if you don't go with ally attack or counter attack, you're trying to extend as much of the poison sensitivity and the poisons that you can do. So Master Hexer is a must for Frozen Banshee. Then she is at 186. Honestly, she's the fastest because that was the last one that was left. 100% crit rate, 234 crit damage, so she can actually smack a little bit, and she has decent accuracy to land her debuffs. Like if you would not have somebody like a Tatura, there's other options that I've shown in the previous videos and I'm gonna show in other videos. So just, you know, if this team, if you're missing something from this team that I already have not shown, I explained in the previous videos, just keep an eye out because I will be releasing, like I said, a ton of Tatura videos in the following days, or you know, I think I actually might have released either previous day or in the following days lots of more videos with Tatura. But I hope this was helpful for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, you know, I hope this was decently relatable. You know, it's not the most easiest way to do it, but it shows that it can be done. You know, it can be a 2K Ultra Nightmare in, you know, in a decent manner. Like if me showing it on the free-to-play didn't show it, then maybe this way you notice and you say, okay, yeah, it can be done. But yeah, this is gonna be for the video today, guys. Thanks for dropping by, and I will see you in the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye.